Welcome to Fashion Review. I'm your host, Deborah Cristobal, coming to you from sunny Santa Barbara, California. And today, we will be discussing the 2020 Golden Globe Awards. Let me introduce our panelists. Irina Aquaskya. Hello, darlings. Marguerite Daisy Crimson. Hi, y'all. And Lady Peneplope Mauve. Hello. So tonight, we are talking about who was the best dressed at the 2020 Golden Globe Awards. And Irina, you chose Scarlett Johansson as your best dressed. Darlings, she looked stunning. She was wearing red Vera Wang strapless dress. It had deep plunge and it also have big bow in the back with train, and also it had triangle gusset right in front. She had a very sleek top knot and diamond jewelry, which was very pretty. And I think she sort of had a glow about her. She is in love. Her fiancé was with her. And I was reading that her makeup artist used some very economical things on her face that are like $10 or something like this, which is very, very interesting. And this is what he chose to put on her face, and it works. Let's go out and buy some because she looked great. Okay, Irina. And Daisy, you chose Priyanka Chopra as your best dressed. Well, y'all, I really liked her dress. It was just a bubblegum pink Christina Ottaviano dress was the designer. And it was just off the shoulder and it had a ruched bodice. So it was very tight to the waist, very figure hugging. And then it came down, hugged her body. And then it had a beautiful train at the end. And she had a beautiful diamond necklace with it. And she just had her hair in very loose waves and beautiful makeup. And she just looked really pretty. It was very simple. She was not trying to be fussy. And that's what I liked about it, because this dress, the color was gorgeous on her skin. And it really showcased all of those gorgeous curves that she has. So I thought it was really great. Okay. And then Peneplope, you chose Cate Blanchett. And she was wearing a dress designed by Greek designer Mary Katrantzou, who is a British designer. She lives in Britain. And some people had chosen this as a worst dressed, but you really liked it. Darlings, it was very different, and Cate Blanchett really likes to push the envelope. She always wears things that are a little bit out of the ordinary, and this dress was no exception. It had a gorgeous jeweled bra top, and it was stitched on a nude mesh, so it looked like she was just wearing this sort of jeweled bra. And then it had, the fabric was sort of a buttercup, very, very pale yellow, very delicate. And the fabric was crystal pleated, which are those teeny tiny little pleats that Mary McFadden made famous back in the 70s. And what happened was they draped the sleeves over the shoulders, so they looked sort of like butterfly wings. And then the dress, it was tight to the bust, as an empire waist. And then it flowed very softly, not very full, sort of close to the body. And it had a double straight skirt. So down at the bottom of the hem, there was probably about, say, 6 inches between the two layers. So you could see the bottom layer peeking out from the top layer of the skirt. And it was so beautiful because she's very pale and her hair is sort of more of a golden strawberry blondish color. So this color of dress really complemented her looks. And then she had these beautiful drop earrings. Her makeup was so pretty, very complimentary, with also sort of a pale shade of lip and sort of a tousled hairdo. And the whole look to me was just absolutely stunning. And I really liked it because she was not, she did not look like anyone else. And that's why I liked it. But she can carry it off. Other people might put that on and they might look very silly, but she can carry it off. Okay. And then for worst dressed, Daisy, you picked Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, honey, I don't even know what to say about this dress. Now, this was designed by Fendi, and you would think they would know what they were doing because they are a very well renowned fashion house. But this thing, oh my gosh, this looked, well, first of all, the color, what can I say? It looked like mud. I don't know what else to call it. Kind of mud with maybe, I don't know, some kind of butter mixed in or something because it had a kind of yellowy tint or something. Ugh, this color was so hideous. I don't even know what to say. But this dress, it was like sheer netting or something. It had to have been really uncomfortable. It was like a granny style. It had a high neckline, kind of Victorian-like, with these full puffy sleeves. It was kind of like Victorian mixed with Little House on the Prairie. And then it had like a matching bra top, like a bralette, and a little pair of briefs, but they had like a whole bunch of ruffles on that part so that you couldn't quite tell that she was only wearing a little bra and briefs, but pretty much naked elsewhere. And it had all these little ruffles, little tiny little ruffles covering the whole thing. And then she had on this beautiful diamond necklace, but she had it on underneath the dress. So you couldn't even hardly see it. And she had some earrings to match. It was just, I don't even know what she was doing. If she was like getting dressed in the dark or what, or I don't even know what to say about it. Okay, Daisy. And Penelope, you chose Jennifer Lopez as your worst dressed. Darlings, this was such a tragedy on all accounts. I mean, this dress, it was a Valentino couture. I mean, what on earth? Did Mr. Valentino even look at it? Or did he have one of his little interns do this? I don't know. I mean, the shape of it was gorgeous. It was a strapless ball gown with very voluminous skirt, which is fine. The top was sort of a gold lame, but it was sort of pointy. But what killed this whole thing was not only, so the skirt was ivory, the bustier, strapless top was gold lame, which would have been fine. Then they had this massively huge diagonal bow, kind of going over the top of the bodice. But instead of doing it as gold and ivory to match the dress, oh no, they had to be different. And they stuck this hunter green, huge bow. It was about the size of 2 obis. If you know the size of a bow in the back of an obi kimono, like picture 2 of those bows. That's how big it was. It was probably like 4 feet wide. It was so wide. So this hunter green bow and then another gold bow on top of it. Oh, it was terrible. And I cannot believe it. It just, I don't even know what to say. I mean, first of all, coming from an Italian couture house, and then Jennifer Lopez, who's most all the time on the best dressed list, this was a miss for sure. I mean, I just don't know what to say about it. Okay, Penelope. And Irina, you chose Taylor Swift as your worst dress for the evening. Darlings, Taylor Swift, sometimes she hits, sometimes she misses. And this dress, it was designed by Etro Couture. They are a world-renowned, famous Italian couture fashion house. They are known for their beautiful fabrics. Well, the fabric on this dress was beautiful, but to wear teal-colored dress with gigantic daisies on it, it looked like a sundress fabric. I mean, fabric itself was probably a silk or something, so fabric was dressy. But the print of the fabric, if that had been made out of cotton, you could have chopped this dress off or kept it ankle length, and it would have made a beautiful granny hippie sundress. I mean, the style of the dress was beautiful. It had a twisted V-neck, and then her midriff was cut out, and skirt was attached with inverted pleats. Now, inverted pleats, they are very tricky to wear, but because Taylor Swift is very slender, it did not make her look fat. Normally, these pleats are terrible. They make you look very fat, and especially when you have a heavy fabric. But the back of the dress was very pretty. It had very low back and then train on the back of it. She wears chignon in hair, very cool. One of my favorite parts of her outfit was the little chunky earrings that she had that were purple and green. I like the sort of multicolor that they had. But this dress, I think it looked more like daytime print. Unfortunately, it just did not look dressy enough for this occasion. Okay, Irina. And for honorable mention, Penelope, you chose Aquafina. Darlings, she looked so cute. She has such a quirky taste in her wardrobe, and we have to congratulate her. She is the first Asian woman to win a Golden Globe for lead female actress in a film. And this was an amazing feat for her to accomplish. And so it was very fitting that to celebrate the evening, she was wearing Dior. And it featured a crystal pleated ruffled blouse with a little black, it looked like a chiffon, sort of a tattered chiffon bow tie. And then a tuxedo jacket and very slightly A-line floor-length skirt. And her little clutch was so adorable. It was just a black clutch, but the handle was so cool. It was curved and it was like rhinestone, so it was very sparkly. And when she put her fingers through it, it almost looked like she was wearing a cuff along her fingers. So it was really a very clever and sort of very whimsical bag. And so I thought that was really cute. But her outfit was very cute. It was chic, it was young, and it was classy, but it also had that Aquafina twist to it. Great. Okay. And then Daisy, you chose Zoe Kravitz as your honorable mention. Well, y'all, I normally love color, but Zoe Kravitz, she just looks so cute. This outfit was 2 different polka dot pieces by Saint Laurent, and some people did not like it, but I thought it was gorgeous. It featured a black and white polka dot top. It was off the shoulder, had a little bit of a ruffle, And then her skirt was a white sheath skirt, and it had large kind of answering black polka dots. So the top was black with little white polka dots, and then the skirt was white with bigger black polka dots. And then at the waist, she had a sort of probably about a 2 or 3 inch black, probably a grosgrain ribbon sash to kind of tie both pieces together. And I just thought it was really chic. It still looked festive and evening wearish. It did not look daytimey. It looked very dressy, and it just looked fun. And I really liked it. It was fresh. It was fun. And it looked really cute on her. She has a very sort of eclectic kind of fashion sense. Her dad, of course, is Lenny Kravitz. So she probably inherited some of her rock and roll cool style from him. And I really liked it. Okay, Daisy. And then Irina, you chose Ana de Armas in Ralph and Russo. Darlings, you know I love black, but this dress was dark navy, and it was a strapless ball gown, and the top had a little bit of a cuff, probably like 3 inches or so of a cuff at the top, and then fitted to the waist, and then very pretty full skirt. And at the waist, a small little delicate bow. And this dress, it was kind of plain, but at the same time very classy. It looked brilliant on stage. When she was on stage, it was absolutely brilliant. She is very, very beautiful woman. She was just in Knives Out. And she is they made her look kind of plain in that movie, but she is absolutely stunningly beautiful. And this dress, even though it was more simple style, it really showcased her beauty. And like I say, it looks so pretty from audience when you watch her on stage. Okay, Irina, thank you so much. Well, that about does it for our episode today. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Deborah Cristobal, coming to you from sunny Santa Barbara, California. Subscribe now so you don't miss any new episodes. We're on iTunes and every other place where you would find podcasts. And follow me on Instagram. I'm at Deb Etoile. That's at Deb, DEB, ETOILE. We will see you next time. Bye.